Hi, I'm Laurie Azzarella, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about FemiGen, which is a Young Living supplement that was formulated by D. Gary Young to support the female reproductive system. This mineral, herbal, and essential oil formula supports a healthy libido. It helps lower stress. It helps with depression, anxiety, and mood swings. And it's also a natural alternative to estrogen therapy. It can even help support vaginal dryness, PMS, hot flashes, menopause, and beyond. So we're going to take a look at the female reproductive system first, and then we'll take a look at the ingredients in this formula. So the female reproductive system, includes uterus, the fallopian tubes, the cervix, the vagina, and the ovaries. Now, the ovaries are also a part of the endocrine system, and they not only produce eggs in the reproductive system, but they also produce the estrogen and the progesterone. Now, the pituitary gland, which is located up in the inner brain in the head, is referred to as the master gland because it controls all the other glands and it signals all the other glands to create and secrete their individual hormones. So the endocrine system is very sensitive in general to environmental chemical toxins as well as emotions. So it affects the female system as well. Now we can take a look at some of the issues that might have a problem that we're looking at. So some common signs and symptoms of female reproductive diseases and disorders may be if you're experiencing some abdominal or pelvic pain, that's idea, fever, or even feeling badly, abnormal vaginal discharge, burning or itching of the genitals, pain during sexual intercourse, any change in breast tissue, or any discharge from the nipple. So if we take a little bit closer look at a lot of these things and what can be causes of this is structure and function. Now in reflexology, I'm a big believer in structure and the function of every organ and gland. So any misalignment of the spine or the pelvic rotation can affect the function of your reproductive system. So that's a really easy thing to check out first. Also, hormonal function. It all starts, remember, in the pituitary. So any kind of trauma, any kind of fall, any kind of sensitivity to the head or to the spine can affect the rest of the reproductive system. Abnormal menstrual cycles. Well, they could be irregular, scant, heavy, or intermittent, or painful. And of course, we're all familiar with PMS and premenstrual cycle. But also endometriosis, that's when your uterine tissue will grow outside the uterus, and often it causes heavy bleeding, infertility, pelvic or abdominal pain, painful periods, or even painful intercourse. So infections can also be an issue. Now that can be what typical is the vaginitis, which is inflammation caused by bacteria. It could include a discharge or an odor, pain, or itching or burning. And this also from STDs, that's possible. And then we have PID, which is your pelvic inflammatory disease. And that's generally inflammation. It's a general term for the inflammation of the genital tract. So fever, low back pain, you could experience that. Infertility is huge. And a lot of times that can be from the chemical toxicities that I talked about before, but it also can be from blocked fallopian tubes, which is a leading cause. So a lot of these things, of course, we can get more serious into, God forbid, cancer, and sometimes the ovarian cysts, or even breast tumor or cysts. Now, even with breast, the breast is also part of the lymphatic system. So any kind of cyst or growth on the breast could also be related to lymphatic nodes. So let's take a look at what is in this formula. Now, one of the things I love about Young Living formulas is that they are oil infused. And so we have those oils on the bottom that we'll talk about. But this is a blend of minerals, especially iron and magnesium. And then we have a lot of herbs, So Daminian leaf supports your libido. It helps lower stress. It helps depression and mood swings. We have epimedium aerial plant. I love this. Its nickname is, it's known as horny goadweed. So I don't even have to say anything else about that. Wild yam root. Now, a lot of people are familiar with wild yam root because it is an alternative to the estrogen therapy, correct? It helps supports vaginal lubrication. Okay. It can help with PMS and even hot flashes, and it can increase your energy and your libido. Now, the other thing is dong quai. So you maybe heard of that one before. That can really help with menopausal symptoms and PMS. Murray puma root increases your sex drive. It supports PMS and can support joint pain. American ginseng root. We know this mostly for energy, correct? So it helps support stress, it boosts your immunity, not only energy, but it also can help with digestion. American licorice root. It's another one that's going to help with digestion. It helps the adrenal glands and it helps reduce stress. Squaw vine aerial plant supports anxiety. And did I forget black cohosh? I'm sorry. Black cohosh supports menopause and PMS. Cramp bark. Guess what that's for? Cramps, right? Easy. I thought it must be a good one if they named it after that. And then we have squaw vine aerial parts of the plant. Okay, so it's more of the, when they say that, it's more of the leaves. So it supports the anxiety. It helps with insomnia, with menstruation, postpartum depression, and supports healthy vaginal discharge. Now, those are the herbs. Now we're going to go into amino acids. Now, remember, amino acids are what proteins break down into the body. So sometimes, and there's certain ones that we cannot get from our food, so the body has to produce. So you'll see a lot of times amino acids in supplements because that would help support a weakness in that area. So first we have the L-phenylalanine. This is an amino acid that can help suppress appetite and burn fat. It also helps with moods. L-carnitine is an amino acid that helps use fatty acids as energy, and it helps improve endurance by reducing the buildup of lactic acid. And that lactic acid is in your muscles that make your muscles sore after you work out. And it also helps for dispense metabolic waste. Now, dimethylglycine, HCl, is an amino acid that helps improve the nervous system and the immune system. L-cysteine is a basic building block to glutathione. Now, glutathione works with the liver and helps in detoxification. We have also L-cysteine, which is HCl, which helps support the anti-aging properties in cells. And it also helps support the immune system. Okay. Now, what makes all these things, it's a beautiful, you can see it has a wide range of wonderful ingredients in it, but what makes them all really work, in my opinion, and more absorbable at a cellular level is the essential oils. So Gary chose a fennel essential oil, which helps tone the reproductive system. Fennel seeds contain phytoestrogens, which aid in hormonal balance in women. He also put in Clary Sage. So one component of Clary Sage is sclerol, okay, which mimics the effects of estrogen in the body. And for this reason, Clary Sage may be effective in reducing some of the symptoms of menstruation and menopause. Some research even suggests that Clary Sage oil applied to the bottoms of the feet can reduce hot flashes. I usually use peppermint for those, but I'm going to try Clary Sage. Of course, I don't have those anymore, but anyways, sage. Now, sage has estradiol-like properties and can help the balance of the estrogen in the female body, and also helps with progesterone and testosterone levels. Ylang, this essential oil is most well known for its intoxicating scent and aroma, and it is very calming, and it can uplift the mind as well as the body. while reducing stress and tension. The oil is also really good for combating low libido and other symptoms of menopause. So that's a lot in this little bottle. There's 60 capsules. They suggest you take 2 in the morning and then 2 in the afternoon as well. So here you have the retail and the discounted price as a Young Living member. Remember, FemiGen supports the female body physically, hormonally, and emotionally through a balance of these unique whole foods, herbs, minerals, amino acids, and of course the essential oils, the premium Life Force essential oils, which actually increase the absorption at a cellular level. If you want more information on this, you can use this link to youngliving.com and take a look at it yourself. Enjoy.